Hey guys, there's really no information out there on how to do these retrieves correctly, so we're going to go over jigging using a jig head. There's a couple different ways that we can trigger the retrievals. I'll show you the first type, which is um, just jig guiding. You just reel and right mouse button up. So basically uniform, just reel all the time, press right mouse button, on a pulse. It'll trigger a hit in the bottom, that's fine, that's what you want. That's one type. Let me adjust my friction here in case I get a fish on that's too big. Um, but this is only one type, and if this isn't working for you, there's other types of retrievals that you can trigger when using the jig head. So there's step-by-step jump. Basically, you turn to the side. When you see the line tense all the way up, your right mouse button and click. And there's also step-by-step guiding, which is the same idea except for you only half tense the line and then pulse. And you can see that it's triggering the retrieve non-stop when it's happening. So we're going to go back, we're going to do the jig guided, didn't get it, okay, that's fine. Sometimes you make mistakes, sometimes it doesn't work, right? We'll go back to a different type of retrieve, step-by-step guiding. Sometimes I mix it up, sometimes I do a full retrieve the same, style. I made a little bit of mistake here, but it's fine. I triggered it again. So let's go back to jig guiding. Sometimes I mix it up and throw in, a jig guiding and then a step-by-step guiding. Throw in a jump. Sometimes I move the rod tip over here, but one thing's for sure. I see a lot of creators saying that you move the rod this way and I do this and I catch a fish and they don't have any of the retrieves being triggered. Oh, and there we go. You can see mixing it up sometimes isn't bad. But one thing's for sure, that if the game is telling you that you're doing a retrieve, it's a good thing. You should be seeing down there that a retrieve is being triggered. If you're not seeing a retrieve being triggered down there and you still get a bite, cool. Sometimes they strike in between what you're doing. Sometimes because it's delayed, you can't know what you're doing until you've done it. Sometimes it doesn't come up. It doesn't mean you're not doing the retrieve. It just means you've made a slight mistake and now you're started doing the proper method, after you messed up, but it hasn't come up yet and you get a bite. Sometimes you just luck out, you throw it in the right spot. It's not just the retrieves that matter. It's, time and place and what you're presenting. And, how you're presenting it is just one aspect of it. But if you do the retrieves and they pop up, you're going to have a lot more success than somebody that just wings it. And I've seen a lot of creators just kind of say, put a football helmet on, spin 2 times, and you'll have a baby boy. And there's no science behind it. And, I just, for a game this old, as niche as it is, it's just really strange to me that there's nobody that's really taken the time to do tutorials and show you how to do these retrieves. And there's plenty of people that ask. And I think ultimately people don't say how to do the retrieves because they haven't done the work to really figure them out. But I figured out all the retrieves, and so this is just one video. I'm going to do some more videos on popping, twitching, which is really easy, and again only certain baits and lures will use those methods. It's not universal. The way you present a jig is not the same way that you present a spoon, and you're not going to have the retrievals come up. If you did jigging stuff with a spoon, you're not going to have the retrieves pop up. So I'll do some more videos fairly soon. Hopefully this has been informative, and have a nice day. See you guys.